In 1864, a valiant attempt to escape was made by over 100 prisoners. Since the facility was believed to be escape-proof, the guards perhaps were not as conscientious as their counterparts at other prisons. The prisoners found a rat-infested spot that Confederate soldiers tended to avoid, and spent months digging in a tunnel with just pocket knives and their hands. Of the 100 plus that escaped, more than half made it to safety. Others were recaptured.
There is another kind of escape happening daily in the prison. As anyone knows who has undergone any extended trauma, the mind and spirit can only take so much before a kind of disassociation has to occur to protect the organism. One escape is imagining being with a loved one. Sometimes one regresses to a child in a time of extreme trauma and cries for his mother. This is a storied impulse among dying soldiers.
Rock Me to Sleep, Mother was written in 1859 by Elizabeth Akers Allen, pen name Florence Percy, who lived here in Richmond for a time. This song was popular during the Civil War. The melodramatic sentimentality that marks late 19th century song is never more evident than in this poem. Also, this piece, as well as the Union rally songs and the Journey of the Battle hymn later on, are little more than transcriptions, allowing you to hear what Civil War sheet music really sounded like.
Backward, turn backward, O time in your flight. Make me a child again just for tonight.
Mother, come back from the echoless shore. Take me again to your heart as of yore.
Kiss from my forehead the furrows of care. Smooth a few silver threads out of my hair.
Over my slumbers your loving watch keep. Rock me to sleep, mother, rock me to sleep.
Backward, turn backward, O tide of the years. I am so weary of toil and of tears, weary of sowing for others to reap. Rock me to sleep, mother, rock me to sleep.
This musical number was spliced together from an old popular sheet music and a hymn that contained a refrain by Charles Gabriel, composer of His Eye is on the Sparrow.
Tired of the hollow, the base, the untrue. Mother, oh mother, my heart calls for you.
Many a summer the grass has grown green, blossomed and faded our faces between.
You with strong yearning and passionate pain, long I tonight for your presence again.
Come from the silence so long and so deep. Rock me to sleep, mother, rock me to sleep.
Backward, turn backward, O tide of the years. I am so weary of toil and of tears, weary of sowing for others to reap. Rock me to sleep, mother, rock me to sleep.
The prisoners processed a lot through humor. In the absurd scenario up next, read to the prisoners on September 25th, 1863 from the Chronicle, the speaker has a really active imagination.
Yonder is a group, like soldiers round a bivouac fire, engaged in conversation. Their singular employment is the subject of some query. Their attention seems wholly given to a pack of little paper billets. strangely figured outside and inside. Suddenly, one of the party picks up the bunch of billets, shakes or shuffles them thoroughly, then deals them out to his comrades. We watch and listen. We hear one speak of hearts. We begin to think that these men have hearts after all that has been said against them. Diamond, shouts another. We draw nearer. Men with true hearts who deal in true diamonds ought not to be dangerous. We are becoming favorably impressed, but suddenly one shouts, "Fargo!" and still another, "Jack and the game!" We are astonished and startled. What strange words! What do they mean? Do they mean high and low thoughts? Who is this Jack and what is this game? We cannot understand this jargon. Suspicion seizes upon us. We fear these fellows are Jacks at all games, making use of low more than high principles to carry out their designs. As we soliloquize upon the scene, one of the party cries out, "Clubs!" Our suspicions are not groundless. These men who profess to have hearts and to appreciate the beauty of diamonds carry with them clubs, doubtless to assassinate strangers or one another. Trembling, we fear we start to leave when the party cries out for "Spades!" We are correct. These men are professional murderers. They have clubs to slay their victims, spades to dig their graves, and what else we do not know. We fly in terror from the scene and advise all well-meaning people to do the same. As we fly, one calls for "Rumps!" Poor fools, if they think they can kill one another, and then Gabriel-like call one another to life again with their trumps. These men must be crazy or very childish, and their conduct, it seems to us, can be justified only on the ground that, especially in Libby, a little nonsense now and then is relished by the best of men.
Our next piece is the genesis of the entire project. I arranged this song for a colleague's memorial service in 2018, and when doing research, I discovered its legendary designation as the Libby Prison Hymn. One account is that the song was written by a dying soldier in Libby for the benefit of a disabled soldier. Others say its lyrics were carved on the wall of the prison. Still another is that the man who wrote the hymn was held in Libby for a time. And you might have read in the New York Times just last week, archaeologists down by the James River unearthed that original section of wall where the words were carved. April Fools! You should have expected such on an event today. What we do know is that the song was written just before the war. Regardless of the origin, its plaintive melody and haunting words tell a story of hope in times of trial.
Traveler through just a going over home. I know dark clouds will gather on me. I know the way is rough and steep, but future fields lie just before me, where God's redeemed their vigils keep. I'm going there to see my Father. He said he'd meet me when I come. I want to wear a crown of glory when I get home to that good land. I want to see salvation's story in concert with an enemy man. I'm going there to greet my brothers. They must be falling one by one. I am a poor wayfaring stranger, a traveler through this world of woe. I'm going there to see my Father, my Father.